Well, I'm just sat down. I have done some more painting. It's about 7 o'clock now in the evening. It's a beautiful sultry evening, so you can see I've only got a wee bit left to do up this side anyway. Now, I want to say a huge thank you to all the wonderful comments you left. I just love reading the comments, and that's what I've been doing over the past 15 minutes or so that I've been sat here. I've been reading the comments, listening to the bird song, and I was thinking to myself, there's a real community here. There's a real solid community. We're all different. We all come from different countries. We have different cultures. We have different faiths and beliefs. Some of us are employed, some of us are unemployed. Some of us are stay at home, some of us are out there busy in the workplace, some of us young, some of us old. What an amazing community of people. I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for all the comments, for all that interaction, food for thought, and it certainly invigorates me and energises me. Well, I want to say a massive thank you to this anonymous person who now and again sends me a little gift. I don't know who you are. I can only assume that you're in the UK somewhere because of the stamps. So I just want to say thank you. Bless you and thank you. It's never expected and always a delightful surprise. Thank you so much. So, in lieu of a comfy armchair from my porch, I'll show you what I've done. This could be a permanent measure because I've had a look at armchairs and they're exceedingly expensive. So I'm going to keep my eye out for a second-hand one. But anyway, I'll show you the clever idea I've come up with. Okay, let me just raise my derriere from this. Yeah, I've just shifted the sofa a wee bit. Let me go back out here and look back in. Look at that. And I can see out, which is lovely. I've also been out and bought some more bird seed because all I can say is if there's any such thing as an overabundance of birds, it's happening here. So a lot of little mouths to feed. I mean, there's lots and lots of food around as well, don't get me wrong. But I feel it incumbent upon myself to supplement the food for them. Anyway, I've got the kettle on, so I'm going to make myself a cup of tea and sit back down again. I'm just having a wee breather now, don't be telling me off. So I've just scattered some bird seed out there and hopefully there'll be a few birds down, probably towards the evening time. But yeah, I was just reading through your comments and I had a good old laugh because someone put a comment up and they said, I love the colour so far. Now come on, I am not going to be changing that colour. Enough is enough, okay? Because otherwise it could be like the Forth Bridge. I could just be painting the whole year, you know, chopping and changing. People laughing at me saying, oh, she's fickle. Well, no, that is the colour, okay? And I'm quite happy with it. I've just been out doing a wee bit of shopping and I came back. Well, I was over at the post office and then I came back with some shopping because I try to support the local shops, you see, and that's where I bought the bird seed and I bought a few bits and bobs, some soya milk and stuff. But so I just came back and I pulled up in the car and then I immediately got out of the car, walked round the corner to where the the gable end is, and I just thought, oh, that's a lovely colour. So now I know I have it right. You know, there's absolutely no doubt in my mind. Yeah, that's my cuppa sitting there. So I'm just gently imbibing and thanking all that beautiful energy in the cosmos for this spectacular view from my front door. Do you know what I'm going to do actually? At the end of this video, I'm going to post a couple of photographs, a few photographs of how Bealtaine Cottage looked when I first saw it. And it goes to prove how powerful visualization is, you know. Like, this was long before I'd ever read anything about, you know, the law of attraction and all that. You know, common sense almost would tell you that if you think positively and you have these images in your head and you think about them and dream about them and, you know, they can begin to manifest. Well, as long as you work with them. It does take some hard physical work too. But yeah, you can manifest. Right, back to my tea. Well, this is the view now from my chair. I went out yesterday and I want to say a huge thanks to Simon. Simon is a dear friend of mine, and he helped me fulfill my dream of having a wonderful seat here in the porch to look out upon the woodland and watch the birds. I guess he reckoned it was time I sat down. So here's my chair. It's a bit like a throne, really, but it's so comfortable. It's one of those old-fashioned wing-back chairs, you know. I think it's called a Queen Anne chair. Well, it's now a Queen Colette. Only joking, really. But it's really comfortable and it's just gorgeous to be able to sit down. Look, I've got a cup of chamomile tea just there on the little table. And there's also a very practical reason for having a comfortable chair in the porch, by the way, which is, quite simply, this is the place where I upload most of my videos, because I've got 3 bars on 4G from this particular part of the property. I can't get 3 bars on 4G anywhere else, so it makes sense to have a comfortable chair there. So what have I been doing just over the past 24 hours or so? Well, I've started work on the painting here. I still have a lot of plants and things to pull out, but most of the plants that are there are already in pots. What I'm most happy about is the fact that I've got all the painting finished on here. Now, I haven't done the windows and I haven't done the barge board up there, but I've got the wall finished, which is great. So I feel that that's quite an achievement. And you can now see how the wall and the woodwork complement each other in, you know, colour-wise. So, very happy with that. And that should hold good for the next 5 years at least. So it shouldn't take me too long to do this wall. Yeah, it's not as rough in terms of pebble dash as the gable end wall. So this should be a wee bit easier. Now, not that much easier, but just a wee bit. So this was Bealtaine Cottage at the very beginning in 2004. This was the lane leading up to the cottage, as you can see. And this was the view from the front door. Well, it's a different view now.